Introducing the SEIKO monster SRPH13. And last time we did the Black Series Samurai, one of my subs, they called it the Dark Samurai. The name suits the watch, and I think it was a great pick. So we can call this the Dark Monster. Or if you want to stick to the old one, the Ninja Monster. If you want to buy this watch, there is a link in the description to Kavar Jewelers, and you can buy it on their website. Email me if you have any questions. There's no denying that this color combination, of course, is a winner. It's just beautiful and it just works. However, it does stray away from monster DNA, in my opinion, because it is so stealth. When I think of a monster, I think of the iconic orange monster, the beautiful blue coral 3rd gen, one of my favorite monsters, probably the best monster. And this one is very stealth, has that black hard coating everywhere and a black steel bezel. So kind of ninja-like for a monster. And I think the people who buy the monster have a ton of personality and they want to show that. But with this watch, it's a little bit more subdued and maybe doesn't suit the monster well. I think this colorway would look great on a Willard and maybe a 63 mask. Another comment in the Samurai video mentioned the same thing, and I 100% agree. But nonetheless, this is a monster and it's still gorgeous. What do you guys think? Now the dimensions, the case is actually 40.6, but because that bezel flowers out, we measure at the bezel 42.1. We have a thickness of 12.7, so very nice for a pro diver, and 49.1 lug to lug. So very long, and it's 20 mil lugs. So with that flowering bezel at 42, going down to 20, it might look a little too tapered for some people's tastes. 7 mil crown, nice and big, easy to operate, nicely scalloped, just like that bezel. Beautiful. And you know what? I always wanted to see a monster, instead of a concave up bezel, I want it to taper down, nice and smooth towards the case. I wonder how that would look. Not too dramatic, but noticeable, like that. I think it would look fantastic and give the monster even more refinement. This is the 4th gen and it is more refined than the previous one. It looks more mature, more handsome, more clean cut. So they're definitely trending in that direction, but I believe the bezel's too iconic. They'll never change it. It sounds great. Very clackety, just like the Sammy. Nice operation, easy to operate, everything lines up perfect. The bezel's perfect on this one, so are the hands, so is the chapter ring. So well done on the build. However, this one does come with a Hardlex crystal and it has that hideous candy bar day-date magnifier. It's just too big, it ruins the look. Everyone who buys a monster should immediately go to SEIKO Mod's website, get the CT020. It is a low dome, get it with clear AR, and you're set. Okay, use the original gasket. If you do it right, it's not gonna damage, it's gonna be mint. You're gonna keep your ISO rating, wet tested. SEIKO sends these out. These are pro diving watches, and don't worry, you're gonna keep your water resistance. Now the dial and hands, that same textured black dial as the Sammy. Beautiful orange minute hand, just gives it that splash. It is so fresh and it's such a nice look. Creamy patinaed lume on the hour indices and white lume on the hands, but they glow exactly the same. And we have a lume pip at 12. Now the price. This one, I only have the Canadian once again, but it's gonna translate roughly to 500 to 550 USD. All right. After this video, we'll do a quick video on the tuna to complete the Black Series for 2021. This one definitely my favorite out of the Black Series. Here it is next to the SKX. The SKX bezel is 41 and the Monster bezel 42. So they're off by 1 mil exactly. Well, it's actually 42.1 versus 41.1. So still 1 mil off exactly. Longer lug to lug on the Monster, so it's gonna wear like a larger SKX. Very slightly. Thickness about the same. Monster is a little bit thinner. But look at that. And there you can see that long lug to lug I mentioned earlier. All right. Definitely gonna fit 6-inch wrists, because this one, remember, it is actually a 40.6 mil case. It just has that flowering, iconic bezel. Here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. It wears fantastic. It looks gorgeous. Man, this colorway is just perfection. Black stealthed out look with that orange minute hand. Such a winner. Nice and thin. I didn't buckle the bottom, guys. And ultra comfortable on this nice lightweight strap. Oh yeah, looks great. 116 grams, lighter than the Sammy. Feels very comfortable on my wrist. Oh man, I definitely want to add a monster to the collection. And I'm thinking the Penguin, Save the Ocean. We'll see when I get it in hand and do a full review. So stay tuned for that. I think that one's going to be a winner for me, but we will see. Okay, here we have the 4R36 hacking and hand winding movement from SEIKO. It is a low beat, 21.6 VPH, 24 joules, 41 hours of power reserve. Okay, so we did 8 rounds, dial up, and we got plus 13 seconds a day. So now we're gonna do 8 rounds, 12 down, and we are almost finished. A lot of beat error, 0.6 milliseconds. Not liking that, but the rate, much better, 12 down. We got 4 plus 6 plus 6 in the 8th and final round, plus 3. All right, so 13 dial up and 3 12 down. What is that gonna average to? Probably about plus 10 on the wrist. There is the Lume Shot with SEIKO Lumabright. It doesn't disappoint, and like I said, the creamy hour indices are the same as the bright white hands. Okay, here it is in the low light situation, and legibility, fantastic. You know, I was gonna do a video on all 3 Black Series at once, but I thought a lot of people just search for the monster because there's a hardcore monster fan base, and Samurai over here has an even more hardcore fan base. So I wanted to give each watch a little bit of a shorter, more focused video, so you can focus on the watch that you may be interested in purchasing. And of course, the Tuna will get its own short video as well. Let me know what you guys think of the Black Series. And if you want to support the channel, check out this video over here or this video over here and help support the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.